controversial housing development takes center stage in Aurora tonight.
But some are saying no to the expansion.
We're just opposed to what they're proposing.
A beautiful, mild Monday, but snow arrives on Wednesday.
Pushing to get rid of the paint tax.
We probably go through almost $100 in diapers every month.
Families are just experiencing a level of despair that they never have before.
Colorado lawmakers hope to make products for females and parents more affordable.
And Boulder County works to bring mental health support to students impacted by the Marshall Fire.
There are a huge number of issues that they are all facing.
Aurora City Council will decide tonight whether to move forward with this new development on Parker Road.
Now, the site's been a struggling retail spot for years, and many businesses have all since closed. The new apartment complex would include 311 units. Of course, not everyone is happy about the potential for big crowds moving in. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us at 5. I'm Ann Trujillo.
I'm Shannon Ogden. Let's get right to Denver 7's Patrick Perez, who's live at that proposed site off Parker Road. And Patrick, people are concerned that the project's bigger than they were expecting.
Yeah, Shannon, let's picture this vacant building behind me. It is right now part of this shopping center. It would soon become a 4-story apartment building. Now, there is actually a lot of support behind this, especially from the nearby businesses who say this is really going to bring them some extra foot traffic into their businesses and help make them more money. But as with all projects, there are people who are not too happy about this project in particular, and they wish the developers could be more considerate. A much-needed facelift could soon be coming to Aurora's East Bank Shopping Center. But what that facelift should look like depends on who you ask.
There's no question that it needs to be redeveloped. We're just opposed to what they're proposing as far as the redevelopment.
Bill Vansickle is one of the neighbors opposing what's been planned to come here. The developer, Kimco Realty, wants to turn part of this vacant lot into a 4-story, 311-unit apartment complex. These renderings show what the project would look like. It would also require that some businesses be moved.
We'd like to see the density dropped, and again, an easement that comes through and lines up with Parker Road here.
Bill's issue isn't about turning part of this lifeless shopping center into more housing. It's the traffic he's concerned about that may come with having all these apartments and cars.
We use this center to get to the light at Quincy and to get to Parker Road. That's going to create quite a bottleneck during rush hour and other peak times.
That's why he and others have appealed to have the city council reject the developer's request to increase the building's length from 200 feet to 610 feet.
If it went to 200, there probably would require 2 buildings. Okay. And we could run the easement right down here with one building on one side and one building on the other.
That's something that's not a concern for some nearby businesses. In their letters of support, many see this kind of development as a windfall. In January, the Planning Commission voted unanimously to approve the developer's site plan and the building length adjustment. It also recommended the City Council does too. Bill and others hope it doesn't pass. And so in addition to the concerns about the traffic, the size of the building, the access to the shopping center here, Bill and others also want the developer to consider maybe putting in a restaurant, maybe some other retail spaces to kind of really make this an exciting place to want to live and want to visit. That final vote is happening tonight at the City Council. That meeting begins at 6:30. We'll let you know what comes out of it. For now, we're live in Aurora. I'm Patrick Perez, Denver 7.
Thank you, Patrick. Cherry Creek School Board is meeting in a secure location tonight after receiving a bomb threat. Greenwood Village police say the threat came from a person with a criminal history, but have not said if that person is going to face charges or exactly why the school board was targeted. So tonight's meeting will instead be live streamed over Zoom.
And tonight, Boulder County officials will be talking about the current mask mandate. Boulder is the last remaining county to not drop the mask mandate or announce plans to do so. Jefferson County students went mask-free starting today. Denver drops masks for schools in 2 weeks. And today, the FDA was supposed to meet to discuss Pfizer's COVID vaccine for kids under the age of 5. However, that meeting was pushed back to April. Pfizer said it still needs more data due to high rates of kids currently infected with the Omicron variant.
Well, former Denver teacher Jonathan Toby pleaded guilty today to trying to pass nuclear secrets to a foreign country. He and his wife Diana were former teachers at the Kent Denver School in Cherry Hills Village and were arrested in October. Jonathan could face roughly 12 years in prison. Diana has pleaded not guilty and has not yet been tried. Tonight, Aurora City Council will vote on the contract for the consultancy group that will oversee changes within the police and fire departments. The reforms are the result of multiple investigations into the death of Elijah McClain.
Just 1 week after turning herself into police, Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters is now announcing her run for Secretary of State. Peters is currently under grand jury investigation for alleged election breaches. She also was detained last week for allegedly recording a court hearing without permission. Now, in her campaign announcement, Peters says Colorado needs someone who will put people over the political theater and prioritize them over politics. Jenna Griswold, the current Colorado Secretary of State, sent us a statement saying Peters is unfit to be Secretary of State and a danger to Colorado elections. Well, prices on so many items are going up these days, in part due to inflation, and now Colorado lawmakers are trying to help families by doing something that should have been done a long time ago, eliminating taxes on feminine hygiene products and diapers.
Denver 7's politics reporter Megan Lopez spoke with lawmakers and with families about the so-called pink tax.
Wow.
There are so many lessons Shauna Atnip wants to teach her 2-year-old daughter, Cecilia. Lessons even a little pink piggy bank can teach, like the importance of money and saving. It's something Shauna knows a lot about.
I work here from home. I'm a full-time college student, so I do that from home as well. And I take care of her day in, day out. I am living paycheck to paycheck like so many other single parents are.
When you're a working mom trying to make ends meet, every little bit matters, and things like diapers can add up.
We probably go through almost $100 in diapers every month, but with wipes too, we're well over $100. Just spending. And she also has her little nighttime diapers.
All of these are diapers.
For some families that can't afford diapers,
We are in WeCycle's diaper warehouse. This is where all the action happens.
that's where groups like WeCycle come in. It's a nonprofit that collects and distributes diapers and other baby products to families in need.
Diaper need is a huge issue. It impacts 1 in 3 Colorado families.
Since the pandemic began, that need has only grown.
Families are just experiencing a level of despair that they never have before.
They do what they can to help, but there's always another family.
Throughout the week, another 4 to 5 people asking, I need help, telling us their stories, and it breaks your heart.
Now Colorado lawmakers are trying to alleviate some of that cost burden. House Bill 1055 would take the tax away for baby and adult diapers as well as feminine hygiene products.
This law would put us in the right direction and say that if it's a medical necessity, which these are, you don't have to pay taxes on them.
According to the National Diaper Bank Network, families spend roughly $80 a month on diapers. For places like Denver with an 8.81% sales tax, that's about $85 a year in taxes.
Depending on how much you use, could save you $20, $30, $40 a month just on those products alone.
For Shauna,
$20 a month that's milk, that's food, that's gas.
the bill passed its first committee test Monday. It's expected to cost the state $5 million in revenue annually if it's approved. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
Processing the destruction of the Marshall Fire has been especially tough on kids who lost everything. Well, this weekend, Community Foundation Boulder County announced more than $500,000 in grants for mental health support. Some of that money will help provide students in Boulder Valley schools the help they need during the school day and bring on 4 mental health advocates.
It's just been overwhelming, and kids are running out of school buildings. Kids are breaking down. Kids are kind of withdrawing. And if we can be there to intervene, and we've got the people in their school buildings who can recognize that and help them and work with their families as well, I think we've got the best possible chance of helping kids get back to normal and get through it.
These funds will go towards paying the counselors for the next 18 months. And the group called Impact for Education says there are currently 1,026 Boulder Valley students who are currently displaced from their homes.
The Colorado Garden and Home Show is going to donate a portion of ticket sales to Marshall Fire victims. So this will be tickets sold tonight through Friday. The Garden and Home Show runs through this Sunday at the Colorado Convention Center.
On a mission to sip them all.
One man drinks his way through every brewery in Colorado.
That's crazy when you think about it. I've got one heck of a liver.
We had one simple question for him. Why?
Russia's top figure skater's been cleared to skate.
It means that no provisional suspension should be imposed on the skater.
The Team USA and athletes are not happy.
And one pup in Colorado is feeling all the love on this Valentine's Day.